The Chinese character Fu. The left side of the character evolved from the shape and position of ancestors, and the right side symbolizes the wine set, full of good wine. The combination of these creates the character Fu. Over 5,000 years of development and evolution in China, the character for blessing has been given more cultural meanings. And sending blessings has become a solemn ceremony for people to deliver their best wishes to others. The Lunar New Year, or Spring Festival, is a traditional festival of many Asian countries. It is a custom to write the word Fu together with Spring Festival couplets. Teachers at Western Michigan University and Kalamazoo Public Schools have written the character Fu, packed the blessings one by one, and sent them to their colleagues and students. They wish good fortune in the new year to everyone in the greater Kalamazoo community.
Happy New Year!
Thank you very much.
新年快乐！
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 快乐！
过年好！
新年好！
Good evening. Welcome to our 2021 Lunar New Year celebration. 晚上好，欢迎大家跟我们一起庆祝新春的到来。我是曾英。I am Ying Zeng, Director of Asian Initiatives at Western Michigan University, and your host for this evening's event. My colleague, Dr. Yi Wu from Beijing Language and Culture University, is the co-host for tonight. Dr. Wu was a visiting scholar at WMU for 2 years and just went back to Beijing. 吴老师, how is the weather in Beijing?
Hello, Zeng 老师. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Beijing. Actually, the weather here in Beijing is very much the same with the weather in Kalamazoo. It's a little bit dry and, of course, it's a little bit cold. Actually, this year we have less snow here in Beijing. Therefore, I miss the snow a lot in Kalamazoo.
We're having a mild winter here in Kalamazoo, but we did have some beautiful snow. This year is our first time hosting this annual celebration online. It's very challenging for us, but also gives us an opportunity to include colleagues and friends from out of state, even from China. I am very proud of all the hard work that everyone has put in to make this a special occasion.
That's right. Our teachers and friends put a lot of efforts in bringing us together for this wonderful night. So I hope you all will enjoy the following shows.
2020 was a hard year for most of us, but we all believe tomorrow will be better.
Hello， 大家好，我是高兴，好久不见，祝大家在新的一年里面可以越来越好。一首《明天会更好》送给大家。
轻轻敲醒沉睡的心灵，慢慢张开你的眼睛，看看忙碌的世界是否依然孤独地转个不停。春风不解风情，吹动少年的心，让昨日脸上的泪痕随季风干了。抬头寻找天空的翅膀，候鸟出现它的影迹，带来远处的饥荒，无情的战火依然存在的消息。玉山白雪飘零，燃烧少年的心，是真情融化成音符，倾诉遥远的祝福。唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，为明天献出虔诚的祈祷。谁能不顾自己的家园，抛开记忆中的童年？谁能忍心看了昨日的忧愁，带走我们的笑容？青春不解红尘，胭脂沾染了灰，让久违不见的泪水滋润了你的面容。唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，为明天献出虔诚的祈祷。轻轻敲醒沉睡的心灵，慢慢张开你的眼睛，看看忙碌的世界是否依然孤独地转个不停。日出唤醒清晨，大地光彩重生，让和风付出的影响谱成生命的乐章。唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待明天会更好。唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待
明天会更好。
新年快乐 ！Happy Chinese New Year!
The reason why I love Kalamazoo so much is that we have a fantastic yo-yo club there in Kalamazoo. So coming up next, please everyone enjoy their performance.
Following the social distancing, we could only show you the 3 younger members of the KCA Yo-Yo Club. I hope you will have a chance to join us after the pandemic to see the whole club performing. Next, my old student assistant, Mi Yuan Yang, will perform for you from Indiana. Basson solo, Shandandan Blooms, Red and Beautiful.
Hello everyone. I hope you all have enjoyed our program so far. Let's slow down a little bit and have some fun. Before we do that, there are some basic rules that I would like to share with you. Let me pull out my screen. Okay, all the games will take place on Kahoot. So please go to kahoot.it or just simply use the Kahoot application on your mobile phones. There will be totally 3 rounds of games throughout the gala. So you will have 3 chances to compete with each other. For each round of the game, we have prepared for you 2 questions. Just a kind of reminder, only the top 5 winners at the end will receive a prize. So may those 5 winners please email your screen name to hige-chinese@wmich.edu to claim your prize at the end of the gala. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started.
李老师好，我有一个问题想问你，中国新年是什么时候？
Actually, there are 2 New Years in China. One is the Solar New Year, that is always on January the 1st. The other one is Lunar New Year, which is based on the phases of the moon.
每个农历年都在同一天吗？
Not always. The first day of Lunar New Year begins on the new moon that appears between January the 21st and February the 20th. This year, Chinese New Year is on February the 12th. Next year, it will be on February the 1st. And last year, it was on January the 25th. That is all because of the moon.
我注意到了，每年都会有一个不一样的动物。
Yes, each lunar cycle has 60 years, and the 12 years is regarded as a small cycle. Each of the 12 years is defined by an animal symbol.
哦，我看到了，我的生肖是龙。李老师，你猜，我是哪一年出生的？
A dragon. You must be born in the year of 2000.
往传正确。
This year is the year of the ox. People who will be born in 2021 and who were born in 2009, 1997 are all oxes. This year is the big year of people who are oxes.
农历年也叫中国新年，只有中国庆祝农历年吗？
Many Asian countries, including Korea, Mongolia, Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia also celebrate the Lunar New Year as national holidays.
Holidays? Wait, is this celebration more than one day?
Yes, the Lunar New Year lasts 15 days. In China, people often take a week off of work, and children get 4 to 5 weeks off school.
4 to 5 weeks off? I want to go to school in China.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you have taken good notes for the cultural introduction you just watched. Please have your mobile phones or computers ready. We are going to play the Kahoot game right now. When you finish loading Kahoot, please enter the pin code 9781016 to join the game. Let's allow a 20 seconds for everyone to join us. The pin code is 9781016. All right, I see friends coming in. Thank you for joining us. 10 seconds. Get ready. Okay, let's start. Before we start the real game, there is a quick reminder. So the first one will be a trial question. It won't be counted as your score. So what year is this year? Is it 1901, 2001, 2020, or 2021? Pick your lucky answer. It's a trial. it won't be counted as your final score. And please be reminded that throughout the game, please do not click on any shape before the question is shown, or otherwise the game will disqualify your score. 30 seconds, 25. Now, so far we have collected 47 answers. Three, two, one. There we go. All right, the correct answer is 2021. Congratulations. All right, now we will get to the real game, okay? So for the first question, get ready. Question number 1. How many Chinese zodiac animals are there? Is it 6, 8, 10, or 12? Pick your lucky answers. $47 answers so far. Oh, 50, 51. Okay. All right, most of you got the correct one. Let's see how you do in the last one. Question number 2. This is the last question for this round, okay? Which of the following countries does not celebrate the Lunar New Year? Vietnam, South Korea, India, or Thailand? This one is a little bit hard, isn't it?
Does not. Does not.
Does not. That's right. Does not celebrate the Lunar New Year. Okay, the correct answer is India. All right, let's see how you did in this round. Congratulations, Aiden. Ping. Who's the number 1? Zigas. Congratulations. And also there are 2 runner-ups. Congratulations to the top 5 winners. But for the rest of you, please do not worry. We will have another 2 rounds throughout the gala, okay? All right.
Thank you for joining us. Winners, don't forget to claim your prizes. We have reminders at the chat area. And actually here, I also have 2 questions for our special guests. The first question goes to Dr. Polo Zagallo-Mello, Associate Provost at Hennick Institute for Global Education of Western Michigan University. Polo, are you ready? The question is,
I am.
Who was the first Chinese in Kalamazoo?
That's a tough question. I don't know. I'm going to guess someone connected with the early industries of Kalamazoo. I'm going to say someone working for Upjohn.
This is really a tough question. I did some research, and according to Grand Rapids Historical Commission, It was a Chinese student in 1880. Can you believe how early that was? Yes, Kalamazoo has always been a diverse community, and the local Chinese community has been celebrating Lunar New Year for 40 years. Here comes the second question to Dr. Jennifer Bott, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Western Michigan University. Dr. Bott, you ready? The question is, who is the most beloved MC of the Chinese New Year Gala in recent years?
Well, thankfully, I got the easy question. I'm grateful Paulo went ahead. That one is easy because who can forget her amazing dresses last year? I'm only disappointed that we are not going to see her exemplary and extraordinary fashion this evening. But of course, the answer is Lin Chenzang.
Yes, she is also here tonight. Could you please introduce her to us?
Absolutely. It is my honor to introduce Lin Chenzang, one of our most distinguished alumna. You may or may not know, but please allow me to help celebrate. Lin was recently elected chair of the board of WMU's trustees. She's continuing her service as the chair of the board of directors of the WMU Foundation as well. And while her accolades and her recognitions are many, her generosity of spirit and time is evidenced by her board service across the region and nation, and contributed to her recent honor. And I had to pick many, many honors. But the two that really stood out to me is the 2020 Lifetime Achievement Award by the Invest in Others Charitable Foundation. We at WMU are so grateful she invests in us every day. And the 2019 Women of Achievement and Courage Award by Michigan Women Forward. As a female leader myself, she is a role model and inspiration, and it's my honor to present her to you this evening. 新年快乐.
Thank you, Jen, and that's actually very good pronunciation. You know, the Chinese is a very hard language to learn. You know, I did not do a good job to educate my two kids to learn Chinese. So my younger one studied 4 years in high school, totally on his own. It's his own initiative to start learning Chinese. And then he thought he was so good. And I was listening to it. I'm like, you know what? It just does not sound like Chinese. So then I told him, I finally find out, like, you know, my hubby is Shanghainese, as Zhengying knows, all you guys knows from China knows. Shanghainese speak Mandarin with very strong accent, right? The other words they would pronounce wrong. However, you will never make the mistake say this guy's a foreigner trying to speak Mandarin. And I'm like, why is that? Then I figured out. Actually, my younger one was doing all those elements perfectly. You know, he knows how to roll his tongue, but he just could not get this darn tune right. The 4 tunes. You know, 新年快乐, he would say, 新年快乐. And then somehow it just sounds very foreign. So, but anyway, you did a good job, Jen. And thank you very much for that lovely introduction. And thank you very much for inviting me to be with you today, and Happy New Year. If I tell you that back in 1990, when I came to Kalamazoo, as a student at Western, my dream is that I would be the president of the trustee board one day at Western. I would be totally lying. Because back then, honestly, I did not even know what trustee board was. I think for 2 reasons. One is, honestly, at that time, I was very, very young. And secondly, back then, there was just no such thing called trustee board in China. So I did not have this concept. And I think nowadays it's starting having some form of a trustee board, but it's still very different from what we have, like here in public universities in Michigan. So I always get the question about how did you start? How did you start to get involved with Western? Well, my parents, when I grow up, my parents always told me that you need to give back to whoever does a favor to you. You always pay back. And Western did a great favor to me by granting me a scholarship. So I was able to complete my master in accounting. And my husband and I were fortunate that we had some financial success at a quite early age. So we started giving back. I don't know whether Jan, you know, or Jing, you know, but back then there was a society for the donors who donate like 100,000. It's called the McKee Society. And so my husband and I were indeed the youngest ever member of the McKee Society. So we started giving. And so I started serving on Western's foundation board back in 1995. And 95, yes, very, very, very early. And so I think Western did a survey of all its alums they ever had and figured out the connections every alum has with the university. I actually turned out to be the second most connected with Western. You know who beat me? Ken Miller, who is the CEO of the Millennium Group, which I'm fine because you know what? He has so many years above me. He has more gray hair than I do, so he can have that title. I'm okay with it. Western is very important, of course, to the students, to the alums, as well as to this community. So it is absolutely an honor and a privilege to serve this great institute. Last night at the Faculty Senate meeting, I had a chance to listen to a absolutely amazing presentation on global engagement. So I know a lot of the faculties here, and I know a lot of the audience today for today's celebration has international background, and I of course have international background. And if you were like me, I would think you have not been to China probably for last entire year. And the truth is, we don't know when we will ever go to China again. So I always think that the world is getting smaller because of the pandemic. My world nowadays consists of my home, my office, and the 2 streets that I walk my dog. So the total of about 5 miles radius. That's how big my world is. However, it is absolutely vital that we keep working to strengthen our connections around the globe. Western is doing an excellent job, but there still be potential avenues for growth and engagement. And we must continue to explore the possibilities and create new opportunities. And for there, I am asking every audience, if you are watching this, you are celebrating Chinese New Year, I'm seeking your help to give us ideas, to open your doors for us so that Western can explore the possibilities and create new opportunities for our great students. So thank you very much. And again, Happy New Year.
Thank you, Lynn. We are very proud of your achievements. By the way, could you please be our MC next year?
Yes, I would be glad to be. I will go buy a new dress, I promise. Maybe buy 2, because I skipped this year.
Great. Wu 老师, what do we have next?
Thank you. Coming up next, we will have 3 programs and another piece of cultural introduction about the Lunar New Year. So let the party continue.
雨会沾上眼行人的伞，他洒下手中牵挂。雨桥下，前世迟来者，掌心刻，念中眼不定落一滴墨。若佛说，我怎能不读进去附和？没想到你我就很轻飘，昨夜哭海酒，心在这乱落海影中游，相思无恙在桥上念旧。
大家好，我是吴可飞，
我是吴可凡。
我们要表演的是春天在哪里？春天在哪里呀？春天在哪里？春天在那青翠的山林里，这里有红花呀，这里有绿草，还有那会唱歌的小黄鹂。滴哩哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩。春天在青翠的山林里，还有那会唱歌的小黄鹂。春天在哪里呀？春天在哪里？春天在那湖水的倒影里。映出红的花呀，映出绿的草，还有那会唱歌的小黄鹂。滴哩哩哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩。春天在湖水的倒影里，还有那会唱歌的小黄鹂。春天在哪里呀？春天在哪里？春天在那小朋友眼睛里，看见红的花呀，看见绿的草，还有那会唱歌的小黄鹂。滴哩哩哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩哩哩，滴哩哩哩哩。春天在小朋友眼睛里，还有那会唱歌的小黄鹂。As the spring is coming, hope the virus will go away soon.
Be safe. See you next year.
We miss you. Happy New Year.
Mwah.
好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，前方美丽男子呀，右上有白人花。
Our students are indeed very talented. Next, let's learn some Lunar New Year traditions together. And after this piece, you will again have the chance to participate in quizzes. Make sure to get your equipment ready.
Chichi is cleaning the house. Wawa sees it and asks him if he needs any help.
Chichi, can I help you?
Could you please help me wipe the window? Thank you.
No problem. And I know the Lunar New Year is coming soon. I'm so excited.
Me too. Wawa, do you know why we clean our houses before the new year?
We don't want to start the new year dirty, right?
Yeah, people believe cleaning can send away all bad luck and misfortunes and get ready for a new year. It is one of the traditions in celebrating the Chinese New Year.
What other traditions?
There is a nursery rhyme of Chinese New Year traditions. Let's take a look at the video.
孩小孩你别馋，过了腊八就是年，腊八粥喝几天，哩哩啦啦23，23糖瓜年，24扫房子，25冻豆腐，26去买肉，27宰公鸡，28把面发，29生馒头，30晚上熬一宿，初一初二满街走，满街走。
Wow! Eat yummy foods? Watch the lion and dragon dance? So much fun!
That's right. We also post red couplets, 春联, on both sides of the door, and decorate the windows with red, wool, or paper cuttings.
I see the color of red is very popular in China.
Yes, it symbolizes happiness, wealth, and prosperity. That's why kids get red envelopes filled with pocket money inside.
That's so cool. I wish someone would give me a red envelope filled with money.
Wawa, I will give you one of the first day of Lunar New Year.
Wow, thank you. May I ask you how much money you will put inside? 5? 20?
That's a secret. Do you know people also do special things on Lunar New Year's Eve?
Really? Tell me.
Lunar New Year's Eve is an important day to be with family. No matter where people are in the world, they try their best to go back home for
Is this the second run?
dinner, like how people travel to be with their family on Thanksgiving.
You're muted.
Here in the U.S.
Nice.
After the dinner, they all gather in
Yes, now it's the time for the second round.
New Year's Gala.
I hope you all enjoy the introduction about the New Year traditions.
Enjoy.
Wow, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. On the first day of Lunar New Year, people greet each other with the expression 新年快乐.
新年快乐.
新年快乐，牛年吉祥。
谢谢。
I hope you all enjoyed the introduction about the New Year traditions. It is time to test your newly learned knowledge again. So everyone, please have your smartphones or computers ready. Let's play another round of fun game. The pin code for this round is 7214224. That's 7214224. Again, let's allow another 20 seconds for everyone to join us. I think after the first round, we all are getting good at this, aren't we? Okay, 5 seconds countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start the game. Question number 1. Which of the following is not the Lunar New Year tradition? Is not the Lunar New Year tradition. Sweep the house, eat mooncakes, post red couplets, 春联, or honor the kitchen god. Do not pick the wrong answer. Which one of the following is not the Lunar New Year tradition? All right, the correct answer is eating mooncakes is not one of the Lunar New Year tradition. It's for Mid-Autumn Festival. Okay, let's check out the second question for this round. Please get ready. What do children get on the Lunar New Year? A candy, a toy, or red envelopes? What do children get on the Lunar New Year? A candy, a toy, or red envelopes? All right, that's right. The correct answer is red envelopes. These are for pocket money. It's a money earning time, right? That's why we love this festival. Okay, so that's the end of the second round. Let's see who did well in this round. Xander, Nian, and who's the first one? Aiden, congratulations to the top 3, and also there are 2 runner-ups, Karen and Lisa. Congratulations. All right, okay. So, okay, Zheng 老师, what do we have for next?
Oh, we have a very impressive list. You will see more dance, song, and a special Chinese musical instrument.
是不会飞翔的翅膀，翅膀是落在天上的叶子。天堂原来应该不是妄想，只是我早已经遗忘，当初怎么开始飞翔。孤单是一个人的狂欢，狂欢是一群人的孤单。爱情原来的开始是陪伴，但我也渐渐地遗忘，当时是怎样有人陪伴我，一个人吃饭旅行，到处走走停停，也一个人看书写信，自己对话谈心，只是心又飘到了哪里，就连自己看也看不清。我想我 不仅仅是失去你。我一个人吃饭旅行，到处走走停停，也一个人看书写信，自己对话叹息。只是心又飘到了哪里，就连自己看也看不清。我想我不仅仅是失去你。叶子是不会飞翔的翅膀，翅膀是落在天上的叶子。
飘落，梅花开枝头。那一年的花径池旁留下太多愁。不要说谁是谁非，感情错与对，只想梦里与你一起再追一回。金雀钗玉搔头是你给我的礼物，霓裳羽衣曲几番轮回，为你歌舞。剑门关是你对我深深的思念，马嵬坡下月为真爱魂断红颜。爱恨就在一瞬间，举杯对月情似天。玉搔头是你给我的礼物，霓裳羽衣曲几番轮回，为你歌舞。剑门关是你对我深深的思念，马嵬坡下愿为真爱魂断红颜。爱恨就在一瞬间，举杯对月情似天。爱恨茫茫，问君何时念？菊花开头迎明月，谁知无爱心中寒。醉在君王怀，梦回大寒。菊花开头迎明月，谁知无爱心中寒。醉在君王怀，梦
新的一年，祝大家牛气冲天，扭转乾坤，新年快乐！
Thank you. Happy Chinese New Year. 春节快乐.
Many popular erhu music pieces are very blue, but Hua definitely chose a perfect piece for our New Year celebration. Well, I heard that the students from WMU's community Chinese language classes did some research on the dinner menu of Lunar New Year's Eve. After their presentation, you will have another chance to answer some questions. Are you ready?
大家好。
早上好。
As you know, in China, all the family members are expected to come home for Chinese New Year. The dinner on New Year's Eve is considered the most important dinner of a year for Chinese families. What kind of food in the menu? Here, I'd like to show you the results of a survey. And now, it's your turn to show us your homework. Are you ready to present your findings about the top 7 popular foods and their symbolic meanings on the Lunar New Year's Eve dinner table?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me start with the top one on the New Year's Eve dinner table, fish. In Chinese, fish has the same pronunciation with the word surplus. Having fish at the dinner on New Year's Eve means to have a surplus at the end of the year. And if you have managed to do that, you will be able to make more in the new year. That is why fish is the most popular dish on the menu.
Number 2 is chicken. Chicken is also a must-have on the New Year's Eve dinner menu. That's because chicken has the same pronunciation as the character that means good luck. In many Chinese families, the Eve's dinner starts with a chicken dish. It's usually cold, but can be stewed or roasted. My favorite is da panji, spicy chicken with noodles.
We shall now talk about pork. Pork represents prosperity in Chinese culture and is very important for the new year. Pork is most commonly consumed meat in China. If the menu just says meat, that means raw, then it refers to pork. The Eve's dinner is incomplete without preserved meat. Particularly in southern China, families begin to prepare sausages and a variety of preserved meat as they approach the 12th lunar month. These are mainly pork, but they also may be chicken, fish, and duck.
Next is one of my favorite Chinese foods. With a history of more than 1,800 years, dumpling is a classic lucky food for the new year, especially in northern China. In Chinese, the pronunciation of dumplings is jiaozi. That means midnight, the change from the old day to the new. On New Year's Eve, it becomes the change from the old year to the new. Eating dumplings, therefore, has the symbolic meaning of leaving the past behind and embracing the new year.
The 5th is a dessert for the Chinese New Year, Lian Gao, which is the rice cake. It has the same sound as getting better each year. So it has the symbolic meaning of a year greater than the previous one. This squishy cake can be sweet or salty and is made mainly from glutinous rice.
Next is the sweet rice ball, Tang Yuan. Tang Yuan is the main food for China's Lantern Festival. However, in South China, people eat them throughout the Spring Festival. Their round shape signifies completeness. While Tang Yuan is a homophone for reunion, Tuan Yuan, that's why they are favored by the Chinese during the New Year celebrations.
The last one that we're going to talk about is spring rolls. Spring roll, or chuanjuan, gets its name simply because it's served in the spring. Spring rolls can be filled with many different things, including vegetables, meat, or even something sweet like red bean paste. The fillings are wrapped in thin dough wrappers. Spring roll is a popular dish in many areas, and the way of making it differs from one area to another. Yang Lasher, that's all of our presentations. We've learned a lot about the foods for Chinese New Year's Eve and their symbolic meanings.
Good job, everyone. Your presentation made me really hungry.
Me too.
新年快乐！
All right, everyone, welcome back. Are you ready for the last round of game? So the code for this round is 788-8819. Again, it's 788-8819. Let's wait for another 20 seconds for everyone to join us, okay? So by the way, the number of 8 in Chinese culture means fortune. So it looks like that we all are going to have a rich year, aren't we? Seven eight eight 8819. So this is our last round. So please get ready for your prize and let's compete. Okay, let's start our game. It's about food. Question number 1. What is the top 1 must-have food for Lunar New Year's Eve dinner? Is it fish, chicken, pork, or beef? What is the top 1 must-have food for the Lunar New Year's Eve dinner? Don't pick your own favorite. It's for the question, what is the number 1 must-have food for the Lunar New Year's Eve dinner? All right, most of you got the correct answer. It's fish. That's right. Okay, let's go to the last question. Question number 2. What is the symbolic meaning of eating rice cake on Lunar New Year's Eve? Rice cake, eating rice cake. Is it farewell to the past or having a greater year, or it's about the reunion of the family? The symbolic meaning of eating rice cake on Lunar New Year's Eve.
吴老师, this one is really hard.
It's difficult. Wow, quite a lot of you got the correct answer. It's about having a greater year. All right, that's the end of our game, and let's see who are the winners for our game. Chris, congratulations. Oh, 7888, that's the number. That's the code for our game. And do not forget to send your email, okay? And congratulations, Ping. And there are 2 runners-ups, Alida and Hua. Congratulations to the top 5 winners of our game. And a quick reminder, for the top 5 winners, please do not forget to send your screen name to the email address available in the chat to claim your prizes. Thank you for joining us, and please enjoy the show.
Watching this made me so hungry. It's a good thing that we have some really good Chinese restaurants here in Kalamazoo. By the way, we watched 2 dances by KCA students. 吴老师, did you know that the parents also have a dance to show?
Whoa, I didn't know that. That is so exciting. So let's bring it on.
渴望一个笑容，期待一阵阵风，你就刚好经过。突然眼神交错，目光炙热闪烁，狂乱越难掌握。
我像是着了魔，你欣然承受，别奢望闪躲，怕是谁的背影叫人难受。
轻轻碰触着月亮，为你把人擦干。这个心永远属你，告诉我不再孤单。
轻轻地碰着你的脸，为你把眼泪擦干。这颗心永远属于你，告诉我不再孤单。
深深的你我凝的眼，不需要更多的语言，紧紧地握住你的手，就我那一就会改变。
我们同欢乐，我们同忍受，我们怀着同样的期待。我们同风雨，我们共追求，我们全存同一样的爱。无论你我可曾相识，
无论在眼前在天边，
真心的为你祝愿，祝愿你幸福平安。轻轻地碰着你的脸，为你把眼泪擦干。这颗心永远属于你，告诉我不再孤单。
深深的你我凝的 你的手，就温暖依旧未改变。
我们同欢乐，我们同忍受，我们怀着同样的期待，我们同风雨，我们共追求，我们生存同一样的爱。
黎明者在不阳时，
让我们也许说来，
共同期盼美好明天。
加油！加油！
加油！
加油！
加油！加油！
加油！加油！
In 2020, we have heard the word 加油 in so many occasions. 吴老师, what is the exact translation of 加油?
Well, that is a very difficult question, 曾老师. I think it is hard to find an exact English translation for the Chinese phrase 加油. However, we can say on different occasions, we can say keep it up or cheers for the Chinese phrase. But the essence of 加油 is that we want to cheer people up when they are having difficult times or when they are facing challenges.
Yes. 加油. 加油. Hope we all have a very happy new year. 加油.
That's right. 加油, everyone.
深深的凝望您的眼，不需要更多的语言，紧紧地握着你的手，就温暖依旧未改变。
我们同欢乐，我们同忍受，我们怀着同样的期待，我们同风雨，我们共追求，我们生存同一样的爱。无论你我可曾相识，
无论在云层在天边，
真心的为你祝愿，祝愿你幸福平安。